Love it when you call me, tell me to come over. We can get high together. When we're feeling lonely, fuck it when I'm sober. We can just fly together. Feel so long when I'm without you. Don't got over what I got is potential. You know that I am rich with that. Stay with me, it's only growth, we don't plateau. I know you dealt with shitty past, I promise always got your back. Yeah, keep it ice cold. Yeah, baby, ice cold. We can't let no one know that I've been waking up at your place. Keep it ice cold. Yeah, baby, ice cold. We can't let no one know that I've been waking up at your place. I've been buzzing thinking about you all day, yeah. I hope you know you're not alone, baby. I bring you closer to me, goddamn, baby. Got me feeling complete, I guess it's your divine energy. I feel your divine energy. Yeah, I bring you closer to me, goddamn. I feel better when you're closer to me. Yeah, your divine energy. I feel your divine energy. I'm probably never driving Monte Carlo, but I still be shutting in the room like Doomslayer, Donnie Darko. Feel so low when I go down the depths of my brain. That shit got me feeling insane. I fucked up, no question about it. Come to you like my head took concussions. We got something up, I'll function. Show you off at family functions. One thing that I've learned, I don't know nothing. I'm not bluffing, stop your fronting. Is this love or is this nothing? I bring you closer to me, goddamn, baby. Got me feeling complete, I guess it's your divine energy. I feel your divine energy. Yeah, I bring you closer to me, goddamn. I feel better when you're closer to me. Yeah, your divine energy. I feel your divine energy. Your divine energy. Your divine energy. I can feel it when you're looking at me. Your divine energy. I can feel it when you're looking at me. Your divine energy. You taught me what love looks like. There's been plenty of moments that I fell in hard times. More often than not, getting faded was my lifeline. I realized that I've always struggled with change, but sometimes you gotta rearrange before you go insane. I've been doing my best to stay true to myself, put my next foot forward and smoking dope for my health. I never give up the music till I'm rolling in wealth. Some days I swear this basement's my own personal hell. Well, I love the sound of the city, goddamn I love the sound of the city. Yeah, yeah. I'm wide awake when you're with me. I feel better when you got my back, yeah. Red eyes, I'm sky high. I think this might be the best night that I've ever had, that I've ever spent with you. I confess I'm obsessed with the sex. Heart palpitations every time that she texts. I admit that we ain't always been the best for each other, but what is love without the little test? Girl, you know you're my sneaky link. When I'm with you, my ego shrink. I'm just craving time for us alone. I think about you every time I'm home smoking dope. I love the sound of the city, goddamn I love the sound of the city. Yeah, yeah. I'm wide awake when you're with me. I feel better when you got my back, yeah. Red eyes, I'm sky high. I think this might be the best night that I've ever had, that I've ever spent with you.
What's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Gonna try and keep the TA real simple today. Hopefully it's real easy to understand. I did want to go over the announcement first because I know a lot of you who do watch the live streams actually watch them after I'm live. So just to keep things as least complicated as possible, I'm looking to not necessarily leave my partnership with Bitget, but kind of ease out of it. I think there's one, I was hit with a pretty nice offer, and two, we have like a lot of regulatory concerns in the U.S. As opposed to trading. For those who don't know, I live in the United States, if I don't already sound like it. But I'm looking at one, not necessarily moving or canceling that partnership, but at least like expanding into something else. I think I can get you guys a better deal. I think I can do better for myself. And then on top of that, you know, again, the regulatory concerns, just like I don't want there to be one day where the U.S. government hits the red button and then I'm just screwed, right? Or screw any of you guys. So to me, it's just better that way to maybe branch out. I think there's a lot of opportunity. So finalizing that, not going to cover which exchange yet, but it will be available in the U.S. I'm still going to do stuff with Coincatch. I still think Coincatch is great, but again, it's not as big as an exchange as the one that I'm trying to go with. So more on that, probably finalized by the end of the week. We'll see. But yeah, if you want to continue showing any support for me, whether you use Bitget or whether you don't, and you want to use that new exchange, you're more than welcome to. And again, I will have some kind of fee discount for you guys. The exchange already has super low fees, so you'll be saving a ton of money. Getting into SPX here. So I think some correction is coming, and when we get to other charts, it'll make more sense. But we didn't break 4,600, right? I'm going to turn my heater on. It's cold as hell down here. We didn't break 4,600. I think we kind of like flag it and then try and attempt a breakout. This is not a double top. Not yet, at least. I still think we need to go a little higher. And I still don't think a double top is even possible at this point. To make it make sense, here's the DXY, right? The DXY has had several red weeks in a row. Not that it necessarily matters to a huge degree, but we also have bullish divergence on RSI on the daily. We have lower lows here, higher lows here. It would make sense, and again, I'm going to zoom out back to the weekly. It would make sense if the weekly retested this 104 level. That would give SPX a chance to breathe, to make that kind of like bull flagging pattern to go upwards. Again, a lot of our crypto is really overextended. A lot of risk assets are really extended. So when we get to those charts, it'll make even more sense. But I do think a retest is in the cards. We've definitely seen a breakdown at 104. I'd like to retest it and confirm it as resistance and then continue down to 100. Looking at total, still following, the entire thought process of making that bull flag before continuing higher. We had a huge breakout at this like 1.25 to 1.3 trillion. I don't think we're just going to straight up continue. I think we're going to flag and then continue. No reasons really to be truly bearish yet. But moving on, tether dominance. So here's an important one. Kind of retesting that prior support as resistance now. Maybe it goes all the way back to 7% and then lower. Either way, lots of confluence there for a retest. Maybe some pullback on Bitcoin. Again, if you guys don't know, the tether chart is inversely correlated to Bitcoin. Basically, when this goes down, Bitcoin goes up, and vice versa. And then on to Bitcoin. So I originally have this plan, right? I think we need to cool off. Part of the reason is, look at our Bollinger Bands. Look what happens when we build that volatility to go higher. We have a lot of kind of like squeezing, building that spring. It's really hard to build a spring when you're looking at a lot of distance between those two bands. So I'd really like to see, both these bands kind of stabilize, build that volatility, and then go higher again. Kind of forms our overall bull flag, what we've been discussing. If we do have a pullback and maybe go down to this bottom band, you're looking at 35K, maybe as low as 34K. I don't think we go much lower than that. One thing I am really liking is the volume starting to decrease as we're consolidating. As long as volume is staying low, it's consolidation. There's nothing to worry about. On a macro grand scale, guys, I just want you to be aware that it is very possible that we retest 32, remaining in that kind of uptrend. Maybe we go all the way down like this, remaining in that uptrend on the weekly. We do have that breakout here. If we expand this, you do have that breakout there. Retesting it as support would be huge, right? Even if it took months, or even if we kind of danced around and then retested it, something like that, this is overall still bullish, right? You're still looking at, retesting prior resistance as support. Consolidation is never a bad thing, especially on these higher time frames. So I know a lot of you guys watch lower time frames. Personally, I don't like it, but on a higher time frame basis, all of this action that's currently happening is perfectly fine. So, and just to give more reference to Bollinger Bands, we need this squeeze, right? We need these bands to squeeze in order to get either an upward move or even a downward move. Even when we go down, we need that consolidation to continue lower. We need that kind of squeeze in Bollinger Band. So an indicator that I don't normally talk about, but I think is important, Bollinger Bands. When short at 10 times leverage, I don't think shorting is the move right now. There's no short setup on a 1 day. There's no short setup on a 4 hour. This is more or less perfect consolidation. I mean, there's a damn good chance this could have been a local bottom and we just continue higher, right? So keeping that in mind, again, with a short setup, there's no reversal pattern. There's really no bearish price action. It's hard to say because although this is consolidation, it's upwards consolidation. You do have some volume taping off, but overall not anything to be too concerned about. Nothing too crazy. We'll look at Bitcoin dominance real quick too. Why not? Yeah, and even Bitcoin dominance here, I'd really like to see some kind of bull flag to continue higher. A nice realm of consolidation would be huge. We've seen it a couple times already. Would like to see it again. If we get this consolidation, your alts are going to go mad. If we break down this 52% support, alts are going to go crazy. So altcoins would really like this or really like this. Altcoins do not like that upward movement. So keeping an eye on that. Again, this is a weekly chart, so it's probably going to take a couple weeks to a couple months before we start seeing a lot of things move. And again, just going to pull up Link real quick, just for maybe some relevance. Other than Link's massive accumulation range here, on the daily, our bands are starting to squeeze. So as they continue to kind of taper in, that's where you're building. And again, this is just a giant bull flag at the end of the day. This is consolidation. We were very overextended on a lot of indicators. So to me, this is healthy, and it's perfectly fine if we see even more correction from here, even if we came down a little bit lower. But yeah, I don't have a lot to discuss today. I know I kind of gave the announcement. Not a lot of TA has changed. Needed to keep today quick and short and sweet. I want to go eat dinner. And sorry about the late start. Had to do some stuff with the dogs. But I am looking forward to possibly picking up the stream schedule a bit more. The trading classes are almost finished. I believe we're on week 14 now, so there's 2 more weeks after this week. So I'll get back to that consistent streaming schedule. Hopefully we get some more movement in the markets. But for now, not a lot. I mean, unless you're a lower time frame trader. But again, I would recommend staying away from lower time frame trading. But with all that, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I know today was quick, small crowd. For those of you that still come watch the streams during this very boring bear market, I appreciate it a lot. I'm going to do my best to get the best deal I can from the new exchange. And once that gets finalized, I'll let you guys know. With all that said, guys, be patient.